Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Limitless Invitational stream. I'm Freya here with Philip Schultz, and
Hello,
as you
everyone.
can, oh, yeah, hi, and as you can see, we're already into this next uh, with Brennan, who is piloting Blacephalon again, as we saw. Like Stefan, not sure if it's the exact same list or if there's like a few differences, but it looks like Brennan will be playing against Mewtwo. And as we see here, Brennan has had a decent start because he's been able to start with the Jirachi in his hand and looking fairly decently stacked. He's got Blacephalon and a Blacephalon GX already ready to go, as well as an Absol and a Beast Bringer. So probably going to want to whack that onto the Blacephalon at some point just to just to make sure that he's able to make use of it to get the extra prize on the first knockout. And with the quick ball, he goes straight for the Zacian V as well.
Yeah,
So
the Zacian V is an interesting difference from the list we've seen Stefan play because he didn't opt to play it, but the earlier lists from Blacephalon we saw with this Zacian V, and it can be so strong if you get it on the first hit, especially when going first. So yeah, this is exactly the situation Brennan put this card into his deck for.
yeah, absolutely. It's one of those cards that perhaps at first glance I think some people perhaps wouldn't necessarily have thought about it, but the ability to just end your turn by drawing 3 cards when going first and it's your third turn, it's so strong.
Yep. It seems like we're having slight audio issues from Freya's side. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll just keep casting. Like I can still hear you decently, so I hope
That's odd.
I hope that's not too bothering. Yeah, it was like a few words were cutting out, but
Okay.
okay, but yeah, it seems to be okay. And
Right.
yeah, so yeah, like thanks to the Station V, Brennan already built up a big hand and is looking decent for his next turn. However, he's playing against the Fire Mewtwo, which can take a knockout in the first turn, which would right now be really strong for his opponent because, but no Welder and no Dedenne, so a very poor
Ooh.
opening. And with Jirachi surviving now is pretty huge.
Yeah, wow, that's really not ideal in the slightest. As now we find Brennan in the position where as long as he can, find a way to dig for Welder, which I mean, he's got decent odds here. He can do a lot of deck fitting with the fiery flint too. Then yeah, Welder will be able to come
Yeah.
in and do put in some pretty serious work against this Mewtwo.
Yep, and the giant half of the opponent also helping him out, enabling him to get through his deck even further. Now with Stellar Wish, of course, is amazing odds to find him a Welder. No Welder there, however, a Heat Factory, he might go for that, otherwise he is also eyeing up with Acrobike, maybe wants to use that. Another option would be Quick Ball and just take another Jirachi and switch into that. But nope, it looks like he's going for the Heat Factory.
Yeah, and the Heat Factory as well is nice because it's something that he can make better use of, whilst perhaps his opponent wouldn't necessarily want to make discard his fire energies as much. And would you look at that, 2 welders and a fire crystal off of the Heat Factory? That's insane.
Yep, and the Fire Crystal will be able to get him 5 fire energies back. So yeah, he's set. He can take the knockout here on the Mewtwo for 4 prizes thanks to the Beastbringer.
Does he have enough energies in the discard pile?
Yeah, he has. He still has 2, right? So he has the 6 energies to discard. I mean, he doesn't get full value from the second Fire Crystal.
No, he doesn't. So yeah,
But
he can't
yeah,
get the KO, but maybe he's thinking.
Yeah, he can get the KO, but he doesn't get full value out of the Fire Crystal. So he's maybe thinking if he wants to promote like a Zacian to maybe stabilize a bit longer.
I don't know. I think taking the KO here does seem pretty good, right? So
yeah, like he definitely knows that his opponent didn't have a great opening. He had like basically nothing in his hand, so Brennan might be able to finish this in like just in 2 turns basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's his deck. This is exactly what his deck is built for. He has these baby Blacephalons and he just wants to go really aggressive with them, get going as fast as he can, and overwhelm your opponent. And yeah, now he's already 4 prizes up and he's just using a tiny little 1 prize off of it.
Yeah. So No, it's going to be a matter of, how his opponent is able to respond, obviously. There is an energy and a big charm on it. The big charm doesn't really help because it still gets one shot by discarding the same number of energy.
Yeah,
But
yeah, exactly. Also, a big thing right now is that this Beastbringer came in really huge for Brennan because, yeah, I was just about to say that in this situation, the opponent probably doesn't want to put a Dedenne down anymore because it can get knocked out by Kamerman so easily. And yeah,
yeah,
but
and oh, wow, that is a really poor Dedenne.
yeah, and
Oh, wait. Oh, no, the opponent
yes, exactly.
misclicked!
I was about to say because he put down Dedenne and then he passed his turn, which was really unfortunate.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it seems like he forgot to use data change. However, it probably wouldn't have mattered too much because with his Dedenne on board, it's so easy for Brennan to close out the game. He can just find his
Yeah,
Kramer and the free energies and snipe
which
it
is
off.
exactly what he's done.
Yeah,
Oh, boy. Spit shot.
and
That was that was over very quickly. Oh dear, oh dear. So
yep,
congratulations to Brennan who goes further forward.
yeah. So let's see. Maybe we can switch to some other game. We got a
Yes.
really explosive win from Brennan Kamerman, and yeah, I will just let me switch to casters, and then I will look really quickly if we can find another game that we can show.
Okay.
Yeah, like this Baby Blacephalon deck, it can be really strong, especially when facing these big tag team decks. And
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the misclick from the opponent was of course unfortunate, but unless if he would have found um, um, unless if he would have found a reset stamp to set Brennan back and a way to take a knockout, this wouldn't have done much. Yeah, because he could have just finished out the game so easily, and he had like everything he needed left in his deck, like Oricorio GX and etc., and he would have had plenty of time to finish this game. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and yeah, it looks like we can just switch to his brother, Owen Kamerman, who's also 4-1.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
so let's go over to that game. And here we are with Owen Kamerman playing Pikachu Zekrom, and it looks like he's pretty deep into his game already, however, and oh yeah, wow. I was just about to update it, but yeah, Owen won as well. So yeah, this still says Brennan Kamerman, supposed to be Owen Kamerman, but both Kamermans won their round number 6 in lightning fast meta. Both are at 5-1 now. And yeah, so we will go to a quick break again, and perhaps we can find another game from round 5. Some pools are slower than the others, but yeah, otherwise we will be back with round